have, like, let's say you have a grudge or something against another one of your DMs, and you're just like, nah, I want them to die. No, just let them pass it. Narrating the adventure. Remember, it's a storytelling experience. Tell interesting and exciting stories. Your roles are to select the adventures for your players, to create the campaign in which these take place, and like the location and everything, the people, the culture, just the general area. You need to narrate the adventure by setting each scene and describing the results of your players' actions in as much detail as you can. You portray a cast of thousands that inhabit your world. Don't make the character, or don't make a character that you're not willing to act out. You need to direct your adventure. Add additional special effects. Yeah, there are special effects in role-playing games. You didn't know that? You're the NPCs, so act like it. Use different voices. Give them personalities. Act as the character, not as yourself. Also, be consistent. Don't waste your time by overstating your non-player characters, and don't use them to overshadow your or outshine your player characters. I've actually played with a few different GMs where they have NPCs deliberately outshine the characters, like they're this godlike, like just unbeatable, like creature. And honestly, like from me and my character's point of view, it's a little bit demoralizing. I didn't like it. It wasn't fun. Like always having to be like saved in certain situations because the DM deliberately made it too high of a level for my character, and having that other character come in, it's not fun. At that point, it's just not enjoyable anymore. It's just the DM having a good time with your character, and it's not cool. You don't need to take sides of the monsters or the NPCs. Play the NPC to its fullest capacity, but like don't actively make things easy or difficult for your player characters. You need to create fantastic locations. You need to make things really awesome and describe intense battles. Your players will love you for it, trust me. And a couple examples of good or bad narrating. Here's something weak. Goblin attacks. DM makes the attack roll. 18. That hits your character. And then you roll damage and everything. The Hobgoblin does 6 points of damage. Then it takes a 5-foot step away from your character. Your turn. That's not that great. Here's something stronger. The huge goblin roars a challenge, and the terrible smell of its breath crashes against you like a wave. It swings its jagged longsword, and then you roll the attack, and then succeeds and everything, and then you roll for damage. Crap. A mouse. Connecting with a bone-rattling strike, it deals 6 points of damage and then with a wicked grin, the hobgoblin leaps back 5 feet and barks a guttural laugh as it prepares to strike again. You can definitely tell which one of those was the stronger description, and really it's not that hard to make things a little bit more interesting. It really isn't. All it does is take a few more seconds of thought and just kind of rolling over your papers, and you can actually write out some of this stuff, just some ideas, before your campaign actually begins, so you have some stuff to work with. Like maybe not even just a few phrases, but like some like helper words that can help you describe what's going on, whatnot. When dealing with players and everything, just jumping off to another thing, you need to be fair, and you need to be consistent, and you also need to be impartial. You can't pick favorites. You're the mediator, so you need to settle disputes, and don't, like I said, don't ever pick favorites among your characters or players. You need to be entertaining and be prepared. This includes with your knowledge of the rules, monsters, and your DMing equipment that you've got. It isn't a competition, and really it all comes down to what do you want out of the game, and what are your players. Are they looking for a hack and slash game? Are they looking for a deep immersion storytelling, or like something in between? You really need to make sure that you understand your players, and your players understand you, and you need to have kind of a connection going with what you both want out of this campaign or campaigns. You need to maintain a high level of energy. but don't be spastic or childish like this. You need to move it, you need to move it, and you need to move it. You need to keep your campaign going, because if for any sort of time you're just sitting around not doing anything, people are saying the same things over and over again, asking the same questions, it's not going to be fun, it's not going to be enjoyable for anyone, including you as the DM. Like I said earlier, you need to set ground rules, but you need to make sure that they're kept. You need to stay serious or be humorous. You need to kind of have a in-between there with that. And so far as handling no-shows, it really depends on your personal preference. Sometimes we'll just kind of say, oh well, they were slipped a drug or whatever, and they're still asleep, or and you guys need to drag them along or whatever, or you just act as though some other sort of like divine intervention happened and they were swept away into some other land, or anything you can really do with that. So far as debating rules, you're the final call. It doesn't matter what your players think, it doesn't matter what the book says, you're the final call when it comes to rules. But if your players have an objection and it makes sense, listen to them, because sometimes they are right. And managing off-topic discussions, usually we have like a time before the campaign that we have set for just kind of chilling, talking about other stuff aside from the campaigns, that we use to just kind of really relax and enjoy just kind of talking outside of the game. Every once in a while, like some kind of off-topic conversation will come up during the campaign, but just kind of make sure that they understand that that you're there to game. You're not there to talk about that. And although it is fun to do all that, you need to make sure that they know that that's what's going on with your campaign, and they need to understand that they need to be serious for that portion of my campaign. Now, that's the end of part 1. I'm going to cut the video here, and I'll come back for part 2. Alright, thanks.